Hi Aarti, so nice to connect with you here.
How are you?
I'm fine, I'm doing good. So let's start this by a short introduction from your end. So tell our viewers who you are and what are you studying.
Hi, myself Arathi Reghunath. I am a second year veterinary student of Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Veterinary Education and Research, Pondicherry. As a small girl, I've always loved spending time with animals, and that has brought me joy more than anything else. So when the right time came, I converted my passion into my profession, and that's why I chose veterinary
That's
science.
brilliant, that's brilliant. Very few of us are lucky to convert our passion to our profession. That's the message that we take from you, Aarti.
Yes, very true.
So, Aarti, tell us the step-by-step process if one wants to pursue this program. Then, what is the eligibility criteria? What are the examinations that one has to give?
All the young ones out there who are in love with animals, spending time with them, and really want to do good things for them, really want to quite change their lifestyle when they're suffering through something. I think veterinary is the best choice for you. First of all, what is this veterinary science? The course is BVSc and AH. It comes in a package along with the AH, that's Animal Husbandry. So it is Bachelor of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, comes as a package. For this course, the eligibility would be that in your 12th grade, PCB score of 50%, for the open categories and 45% for the reserved categories as for the NEET. And all the colleges in India is based on NEET. And additionally, the university-based exam might be there, which will be specified for the colleges. Then after the NEET, you will have to register for BVSc course. And there's a council for veterinary, that is VCI, which is Veterinary Council of India, under which there'll be 15% seat for NEET-based students in all the veterinary registered colleges, which are 47 in number in India. So that is about the college that you choose. About the course, this entire course is like a 5.5-year course, like all the other medical courses, which will be having 4.5 years of the study, which is theory in the college, and 1 year of internship. For my college, which is in the Puducherry College, the internship program is not just in Puducherry, but it's spread all over India, where we spend 1 or 2 months in one college each. So we get more exposure. That
Oh,
is
that's very
how the
nice.
course works.
Something different compared to what I've heard before. Yeah.
Yes, we get more exposure.
Okay. So then, what are the challenges that you face while you're doing this particular course?
First of all, for the scores, it we might say it is equal to the medical course, or might be even lower to it. But personally, I feel it is much more challenging and, to be honest, difficult compared to medical field, because this is not just one species that we deal with. We deal with many range, like it be land animals, wild animals, sea aquatic animals, or terrestrial animals, anything. But there is a wide range of animals out there, and we have to learn basics about all of them. Even if we just want to specifically learn about, say, tortoise as such, but BVSc course will include all the animals. So that is one of the important challenge, and
Yeah.
just learning
So everyone's
um,
structure and everything is different, right? I'm not
yes,
using the right word. I guess it should be anatomy or that kind of a word should.
yes, anatomy, physiology, everything's different. There is a difference between each and every species that is created.
Okay,
Everything
that's
has to.
great. So, so when you tell people that you're doing this particular course, So what's their reaction to it, and what would you want to say regarding that?
So first of all, in my personal experience, people said, "Oh, why you didn't get any other choice, or why this?" So I said it is my complete passion. As you know, I always wanted to be one as like a small girl. Like even before I knew the actual spelling of veterinary, I decided to be a veterinarian. So people might take it silly first or won't give much importance because you know
Yeah,
in
because
our society.
there's so much of a MBBS fever or a BDS fever that happens.
Yes, when you say
Yeah,
doctor, people would say, "Ah, medical." Then we say,
and
"No,
not
we
only
are
that,
vet."
you have been academically very good, an excellent student in academics. So obviously that question is naturally put across to you that why did you go for this particular profession?
Mhm.
But as we earlier stated, your passion has now been converted to your profession, isn't it?
Yes, very much. And I consider it as like my aim of my life that you know I should be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I would like to point out from my own personal experience is that not all of us end up in veterinary college with all our passion. Many of them get into the profession because they are either forced into it or they are left with no other choice. But the positive reality that we see is that majority of them end up loving the profession because of how noble it is
Right.
and how advanced and about the opportunities that we see, and which most of the credit goes to the colleges how its situation is, because we have a lot many practicals interactions with them, which makes it much more interesting. So one suggestion that I would like to give everybody is, you know, the theory is not gonna make it. It's about how you love it, how you get into it. Like you're provided with so many opportunities, you have, you know, a hand will be lended to you, but then you'll have to catch it. Nobody's gonna come into you.
Yeah,
So yes.
that's nice. Another thing, what do you think about the opportunities in this profession? Like the reason that you take up this profession, what's the next level? Is it like masters, research? I mean, what kind of sectors that they can get jobs into? So this will obviously arise. This question always arises in everyone's mind because ultimately everyone wants to, either they should, I think, have their own practice, or how would you like to put it?
Um, one wrong notion that I would like to clear is the fact that many of the people would end up saying when you take veterinary with all your heart, you would end up having empty pockets, but that is not true. Because even this has got so much higher opportunities, like I can list it out. Say after BVSc alone, you have many opportunities. You can, with your bachelor degree, you can join any government clinic, and you can, or you can start up an animal shelter, or you can join this dairy farms, meat farms, where you know your approval is necessary. All those can be done just with a BVSc, and if you go further with your masters and further PhD, which has so much greater opportunities abroad, you can get into your research fields, or wildlife field is a very good opportunity because it is lacking many of the women power, so and they are needing it also. And we know that in this human animal conflicts that is happening, and all the natural or climatic condition that is getting worsened, wildlife really requires very idealistic and enthusiastic veterinarians. So it has so many opportunities in that spectrum also. Um, Another one that most of us don't know is the if you're interested in defense sector, there is an opportunity that is
Oh,
called RVC, Reverend Veterinary Corps, where after BVSc you will have an interview and supporting exams, and then after 1 year of training you can get into the in the army. So you can spend another 5 to 10 years in it. And but the sad part is that it is only open for men at this moment. But let's hope it will be open for females soon.
Okay, that's great. Aarti, what about the COVID situation and the animals? We heard that, what are the advantages? Like, we heard a lot of advantages that the zoos were shut down, So, has it benefited the animals? And what are the disadvantages of the COVID situation?
I would say it's like a coin having both sides. There are advantages and disadvantages as well. Let's look into the disadvantages. Many of the zoos, zoological parks, wildlife sanctuaries, which are run mainly based on the money from the tourists, zoo goers, and all that. That has come to a halt at the moment because of this pandemic situation. So all these parks are under financial crisis. Most recently, we know that Kaziranga National Park in Assam, because of the floods, so many of the rhinoceros species we have lost many of them, and that's a sad part. And many of them were killed not by the flood, but because they were in the crowd and in the roads, and they were hit by cars accidents. So that is all wrong, because and it's all part of this situation. But the positive side, when we look into, is even in this situation where we cannot physically interact with humans, so talk about animals, there is an opportunity that we can adopt animals online. That is put forward
Yeah, I've seen
by
a lot of ads and all things like put up.
yeah, Aziranga National Park, which is in Chennai. So what they're doing is they've categorized animals into 7 levels, and we can adopt them, and we have a virtual view of all these animals that we own. So if we have all the animals from very small, birds to very large tigers, or say cobra, etc. If it's like high cost, we can divide it, and then we can partially on the animal. So that is also very beneficial. So even in our homes, we can see how the animal behavior goes on. About the food spectrum, if we look into that, since the import of meat or milk has come into a halt at this point, there is more in need of indigenous food from animals. So that helps the farmers and livestock spectrum in a very good way amidst this pandemic.
Okay. So that was really nice, Aarti. We got so much of knowledge about something we hardly had. We have hardly known the program, So that was a great session with you. So that was a lovely session with you, Aarti. What would be your concluding statement, and what would be your message to all those students who want to pursue this particular program?
I would say after our school, we'll have thousands of opportunities that would be in front of us. Choose the one that you find is right for you, not because others do it. Basically, follow your dreams. Have a vision of what you want to do further, so that you can take one step at a time and reach where you want to. Even you should never lose this interest till the end, because this ambition that you have is the one that will drive you till you finish your any college course and you get into your society, so that you'll understand what you want to do for your nature, your country, and the globe as a whole. Talking about veterinary science, I would say even if you are unable to get into this profession, let's say. There are so many volunteering programs that is put up by many of the organizations, mainly NGOs, like PETA, as we all know, there is Blue Cross, HSI Global, and from Puducherry, from my place, we have Bark India. And they work really hard, and so many opportunities are there as like volunteers or say donations. Then it you know, whatever you want to do, there are opportunities. You just have to, you know, grab it and do it. In
So
my
your
personal,
college has been a big motivation for you, hasn't it?
yes, very much, because I went into my college just thinking that, you know, I get in and I get a hand-on experience to just, you know, deal with animals, but that's not it. We have very, you know, slowly, by within like 3 years, we're gonna learn anything, anatomy, pathology, everything about them, and then that is when we get into the medicine part, treatment, and so we have like complete, you know, everything about it. And additionally, our colleges also provide, my college is providing all the farm facilities where we have direct interaction with the domestic
so you
animals.
actually have farms, which
Yes, provided by our college. So we have direct interaction with the animals, and additionally, we have a combination with the agricultural course. We know what to feed the animals. So, you know, the fodder part also comes in. And at the end of the course, which is like 4th year, we'll have an all India tour which is a 2-week tour where we visit all the Indian Veterinary Research Institute and many of these recognized
kind of industrial
institutions.
visit and internships maybe.
Yes, that is there, which is, you know, quite have added up to the, you know, ideas that people have of what to do next. So that is a wonderful act from, you know, many of our colleges.
So thank you so much, Arathi. This has been a lovely session. Thank you so much for taking your time out. I'm sure you were busy with your studies, and you did take some time out for us. So best wishes
Thank
to
you for
you
including
from
me.
all of us.
I
Yeah.
hope, yeah, I hope this helps many people out there, because as when I was getting into veterinary, I had very less source of, you know, what to do, what is it, where to go, and all that. And I would really, be interested if you contact me for any help. I would be very glad to provide.
Yeah, please do give us, give us the Instagram link. We'll put it in the description box for people to get in
Sure.
touch with you. So thank you, dear. Thanks a lot. So all of you
Thank you.
out there, Aarti does have a message for all of us. She says, follow your passion and make it your profession. There's nothing like it, you know. She's so happy with what she has selected. So best wishes to you, dear. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.